Hello students, I hope you all are safe and healthy. So today we are going to start a new lesson, that is the present. So without any further delay, let's proceed further. The present. Before starting the present, let's have a look on tense. So students, you have already read about tenses. Tenses play a crucial role in English language. It denotes the time an action takes place, whether sometime in the past, in the present, or will take some time in the future. There are three types of tenses, that is past tense, present tense, and future tense. Past tense is the tense which denotes an action which is done in the past. For example, Sam played blocks. Second is present tense, which denotes the action happens today or every day. For example, the children play. And the third is future tense, which denotes the action which will be done in the future. For example, she will play with her dolls. So again, the present tense is categorized into simple present tense, present continuous tense, and present perfect tense. So first we will start with simple present tense. Simple present tense, something that happens again and again in the present. For example, I play football every weekend. Let's see some more examples of simple present tense. I get up early every morning. She plays tennis every weekend. Cats like milk. Now we will see the rules for simple present tense for affirmative or positive sentence. And the rule is subject plus first form of verb plus s or es plus object. For example, I go to school daily. They drink milk. She speaks the truth. Sonali reads a book. Look at these examples, the rule in which we will know that with I, we, you, they, we don't use s or es. But with he, she, anybody's name, it, we will use s or es. Students, how you will come to know that with which word we will use s or es? Let's see. For verbs that end in o, ch, sh, ss, x or z, we add es in the third person, like go become goes, catch catches, wash washes, fix fixes, buzz buzzes. For verbs that end in a consonant y, we remove the y and add ies, like in marry, y is removed and ies added. Same way, study, studies, carry, carries, worry, worries. For verbs that end in a vowel y, we just add s, like play, plays, enjoy, enjoys, say, says. Now we will proceed further to the rule of simple present tense for interrogative sentence. And the structure is do or does plus subject plus verb first form and question mark. For example, do you read newspaper daily? Does she attend the class regularly? See this rule which tells us that with I, you, we, they, we use do, and with he, she, it, and anybody's name we use does. So here comes the next rule of simple present tense for negative sentence, and the structure is subject plus do or does plus not plus verb first form. For example, I do not play, they do not tell a lie, he does not take medicine. So again with I, you, we, they, we will use do not, and with he, she, name, it, we will use does not. Now after simple present tense, we will learn about the next kind, and that is present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is generally used to refer to an action going on at the time of speaking. For example, he is drawing something where he is subject and the second is am-are form, but with he we will use is here and verb plus object. Now we will learn about the rules of present continuous tense for affirmative or positive sentence, and the structure is subject plus is-am-are plus verb first form plus ing plus object. Example, I am writing a letter. He is reading a novel. They are flying kites. Let's see some more important rules of present continuous tense, like with I we use am, with you we use are, with he, she, it we use is, and with you, we, they we use are. Now rules of present continuous tense for interrogative sentence, and the structure is am, are, is plus subject plus verb first form plus ing plus object. For example, are you going to Delhi? Am I telling a lie? Is he selling his shop? Students, never forget to put question mark at the end of the interrogative sentence. Now we will learn the rules of present continuous term for negative sentence, and the structure is subject plus is-am-are plus not plus verb first form plus ing plus object. For example, I am not calling you. They are not feeding the cows. She is not doing her duty well. So I have already told the rules for is, am, are. Now we will learn about the next kind of present tense, and that is present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is used to describe action that begin in the past and continues into the present or has just been completed. For example, I have played. He or she has played. Now let's see the rules of present perfect tense for affirmative or positive sentence. So the structure is subject plus has have plus verb third form plus object. For example, she has helped me. They have completed their work. I have taught her. So, for framing a sentence, it is very important to learn the rules for has and have. So let's see. With first person with I, we will use have. With first person plural we will use have. With second person you, we will use have. With third person singular like he, she, it, Ram, Seema, any name, we will use has. With third person plural like they, boys, girls, we will use have. So these were the rules for has and have. So let's proceed further to the rules of present perfect tense for interrogative sentence, and the structure is have or has plus subject plus verb third form plus object, and then question mark. For example, have you done your homework? Has he gone to Delhi? Again, never forget to put question mark at the end of the interrogative sentence. Now here comes the rules for present perfect tense for negative sentence. And the structure is subject plus has have plus not plus verb third form plus object. For example, I have not taken my lunch yet. He has not consulted any doctor. So, go through all the rules and learn it very nicely and practice it. So, I hope the topic is clear to you. Revise whatever I have taught, learn the rules, keep learning, stay safe.